Holy cow, President Trump has arrived.
Jonathan, how are you?
Mr. President, great to see you. Welcome back.
This is tremendous. This is someplace. Look at this. This is amazing.
So, how was your trip to Asia?
Well, Asia was incredible. They love me in Japan. They love me in China. They love me in Vietnam. It's been absolutely phenomenal. I'm doing such a tremendous job. The whole plane is filled with takeout. They make great takeout in China.
They invented the
Great
takeout, didn't they?
Really, the incredible food. I had the General Tso's. You know, I prefer General, Kentucky Fried Chicken.
The Colonel.
The Colonel.
Yeah, it's
General,
American.
Colonel,
Make America
yeah.
great again.
Make America great again. Even with fast food. I can't believe this place. I can't believe Wayne Campbell did so well. This is incredible.
Yeah, Wayne.
Wayne from Wayne's World, right?
Yeah,
This
well,
is his
that's
house?
really Wayne from Wayne's World.
No, it's not him. Wow, it's really amazing. This is a great turnout for the veterans. Hello, everybody. Good to see you. Wow, this is
Yeah, it's Veterans Day.
Veterans Day. You know, I love coming to places like this and honoring our amazing veterans who've served us, our country, made the ultimate sacrifice.
So Asia was good.
Asia was fantastic. You know, they had a big parade for me, so I forgave them. They're not bad anymore. You know, because they used to destroy me. They were killing us. They were killing us. Not anymore. They're doing a great job now.
Now, this really wasn't from Wayne's World.
Oh, who is this? Whose house is
It's
this?
Wayne Newton's house.
Oh, Wayne knew even better. You know why? He loves the USO. And he loves performing for our military. So I'm a big fan.
I know. Well, we've got the Nevada Center for the Blind here for the veterans and for everyone. And the great Lisa Gay is singing in the background.
Oh, wow.
So in a second, we're gonna introduce the Nevada Center for the Blind.
Oh, that's great.
Blind Allegiance Choir.
Wonderful people. Tremendous people. I'm waving, but they're not waving back, which now I understand why.
But you didn't bring me any takeout, I thought.
No takeout. I ended on the way. It was tremendous. It was really incredible.
You like the General Chow's chicken?
Is it Chow's? I thought it was So's.
Well, the X is hard to...
Oh, So's. And I got to meet, speaking of X, I met the premier, and his name is X. So he's in a number. So you should give him a name. Really,
So anyway,
really
Mr. President, we're always glad to have you here.
How you doing, buddy? Good to
Another
see you.
fan is here.
Another fan.
I think we're ready. I think we're ready to introduce the Nevada Center for the
Oh,
Blind.
that'd be great. That'd be tremendous. You know, I met so many people recently. I met the premier, and his name's X. So
XO, extra special. I think we're getting close to ready.
This is such a nice event.
Look, he's got a van, he's got a shuttle.
Look at this. They have a shuttle. I don't even have a shuttle.
So why don't you make some?
It's not a Trump hotel,
It's a dumb
it's
hotel.
a jump hotel.
Yes.
Well, we're almost ready to start. Welcome to Vegas Nonstop, by the way.
Vegas non-stop. Best show on television, other than The Apprentice, which was the #1 show.
Well, again, thank you for being here.
Yeah, who are our guests today? I'm very
We've got the
excited.
great Cindy Williams.
Oh, I love her.
She's fabulous. We've got Vinny A. Vinny Sr., Vinny Jr. from the Bronx Wanderers.
The Bronx, you know, I'm from Queens, but the Bronx is pretty good too.
And we've got some new artists, some indie artists. But that was the great Lisa Gay. And we're going to introduce what's going to happen right now.
Uh-oh, who is this coming over?
Hello, Lisa.
Who is this coming over? Who is this?
Tremendous. You look tremendous. Really
Wonderful to see you. Am I supposed to be in the middle of
Your voice
this?
is incredible. I think you are. I think you're in the middle of this. You have an absolutely tremendous voice, and we're so excited to have this amazing group of people here, this incredible choir that are going to be singing today.
Well, we thank you so much, and we thank you so much for being here, Mr. President.
They see
And
about-
Lisa, I think right now we've got a poem. We have Marcia. Marcia, are you ready? So I'm going to hand the mic over to Marcia. So again, everybody, thanks for being here on Veterans Day weekend. Marcia, why don't you walk over here, get you right squared up for Stephanie, and use this one or that one? Okay. Here's Marcia to read a special poem.
That's the good microphone. Right?
Big applause for Marcia.
You haven't heard me yet, so.
Hold your applause.
I can't believe all this talent here. It's fantastic.
Very, very grateful for all of you coming today. So I have a poem. It's called Just a Common Soldier. It was written by A. Lawrence Vanecourt.
They'll hear you better with this.
All right. Okay. He was getting old and paunchy, and his hair was falling fast. And he sat around the Legion telling stories of the past, of a war that he had fought in and the deeds that he had done. In his exploits with his buddies, they were heroes, every one. And though sometimes to his neighbors his tales became a joke, all his Legion buddies listened, for they knew whereof he spoke. But we'll hear his tales no longer, for old Bill has passed away. And the world's a little poor, for a soldier died today. He will not be mourned by many, just his children and his wife, for he lived an ordinary and quite uneventful life. He held a job and raised a family quietly, going his own way, and the world won't note his passing, though a soldier died today. When politicians leave this earth, their bodies lie in state, while thousands note their passing and proclaim that they were great. Papers tell their whole life stories from the time that they were young, but the passing of a soldier goes unnoticed and unsung. Is the greatest contribution to the welfare of our land a guy who breaks his promises and cons his fellow man, or the ordinary fellow who, in times of war and strife, goes off to serve his country and offers up his life? A politician's stipend and the style in which he lives are sometimes disproportionate to the service that he gives, while the ordinary soldier who offered up his all is paid off with a medal and perhaps a pension small. It's so easy to forget them, for it was a long time ago that the old Bills of our country went to battle, but we know it was not the politicians with their compromise employees who won for us the freedom that our country now enjoys. Should you find yourself in danger with your enemies at hand, would you want a politician with his ever-shifting stand? Or would you prefer a soldier who has sworn to defend his home, his kin, and country, and would fight until the end? He was just a common soldier, and his ranks are growing thin, but his presence should remind us that we may need his like again. For when countries are in conflict, then we find the soldier's part is to clean up the troubles that the politicians start. If we cannot do him honor while he's here to hear the praise, then at least let's give him homage at the end of his days. Perhaps just a simple headline in a paper that would say, "Our country is in mourning, for a soldier died today."
Thank you, Marcia. And now, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the Nevada Center for the Blind performing One Word. One song? Lisa.
Pledge allegiance.
We're live.
If we all sing one song of love, one song of peace, one song to make all our troubles cease, one hymn, one theme, one hope, one dream. Imagine what tomorrow would bring if we all sing one song.
If we all learn the words, just the
Once again, wow, the Blind Allegiance Choir.
Bravo. Let's hear it for him again.
Big applause. Thank you, everybody. Thank you so much. There's another microphone. Joining us, star of stage, screen, television, Cindy Williams.
Most all those.
Most of those. Cindy's appearing in Menopause the Musical and Harris.
Yes.
Tell our viewers a little bit about Menopause the Musical.
Oh, well, it's fun for everyone. And it's an
Whether you're in
across-
menopause or not.
It's a laugh out loud musical, comedy, wonderful.
Both of those.
Parody. And men love it too.
Yes, they do. We
I
love
swear to
menopause.
goodness.
There's nothing we like better than menopause. It should really be called womenopause, don't you think?
Well, I guess. I mean, no, it's just menopause.
Yeah, 'cause we have to
Everybody-
pause while you go
yes,
through it.
Pause, right.
To
For a
pause
little
our
while.
lives. Pause our lives.
Ladies know what I'm talking about.
So Cindy's going to
Yes.
be joining us throughout the show. We're going to come back on, but I think we're going to move over to Jeffrey with a G. He's going to talk about sports, and then we're going to go to Charlie Brown, who's brought some great food for us. So let's move over to Jeffrey with a G to bring us up to speed. I'm going to come over too and talk about sports, and Cindy's going to come back and try some great food.
Oh, love it.
Once again,
Love it.
the Blind Allegiance Choir, ladies and gentlemen.
Ladies, gentlemen, fabulous.
Walking, 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 walking. Mr. President. All right, Jeffrey with a G. On sports, let's talk about what happened last night. First of all, in the NFL.
Well, as I've been saying all year, Jonathan, the NFL is still not really a fun game to watch anymore. Last night was a perfect example. Seattle at Arizona last night, not a very fun game to watch. Seattle did pull it out on the road in Arizona. However, they did not cover the spread. We had Arizona and we won.
I had the over, and I didn't win. And I had the Seahawks about minus 6.5, and they didn't cover.
Let's take a look at some of the football action coming up this weekend, starting tomorrow in college football, man. This is where it's starting to get exciting. 10th week of the NFL college football season. Biggest game tomorrow. There's a couple. We have Michigan State or Ohio State. This is probably going to help decide how the Big Ten is going to play out. Ohio State is favored by 17 points in this game. I don't understand why. I'm recommending that our viewers take Michigan State plus the points. I expect this to be a close game, probably within a touchdown, maybe 10 points.
That's why I don't bet college.
Why is that?
Because, it could be favored by 20 points, 25 points, 30 points. Some of the college games are so volatile, I can't look at it.
You love those double-digit spreads.
I do. I like the double-digit home dogs. I've got my big game on Sunday is going to be the Bears against the Packers. I think it's at Soldier Field.
It is at Soldier Field, and this is actually a pretty big game for the Bears in that they have the luxury of playing a Packers team that is without starting quarterback Aaron Rodgers, who's out for the year with a broken collarbone. Actually, the Bears are at home favored by 5.5 in this game.
I'm taking the Bears, and I don't know what the over and under is, but it's going to be a regular broadcast here in Las Vegas, so you don't have to go to a casino or anything to watch it or play around with the phone. That drives me nuts. I was happy to see the Thursday night game on NBC, so I could stay on my couch and watch it and not have to stream and stand outside with a coat hanger.
You have been complaining all year that you haven't been able to find that Thursday night game, so I'm glad you're able to find it.
Yeah.
Other big games coming up in the NFL this weekend. My New England Patriots traveling to Mile High Stadium to play the Denver Broncos. Obviously, the Broncos are not what they used to be. Even oh, look who came over here.
We have another sports
Wait
fan
a
joining us.
second. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Adrian Zamed.
Another star of stage and screen and theater. Cindy Williams is here.
Hi, Adrian.
What's up, AZ?
So you're going to talk about your fantasy. You guys, I'm going to move over and let you talk to Jeffrey about fantasy because you guys are all about fantasy. I'm about reality.
Not only are we about fantasy, Adrian and I are playing each other.
Yes,
this
we
week
are
in
playing
fantasy.
each other this week, aren't we? But it's a bit tough week because of all the buys. It's like 10 teams on a buy.
My team is so bad this year. I don't think you'll have any problem beating me.
That's hard to believe. You usually win all these things.
I know. Back to back, I'm the two-time defending champ, and I'm not having a great year. Let me ask you this: your Bears are at home this week against the Packers. It's the 197th meeting between the two teams, and after all those games, the Packers lead by only one game, 95-94, and 6 times.
Well, if we only win 2 games a year, all we want to do is beat the Packers. So that's all I'm hoping for. Is that we
Well,
do
I gotta
that.
tell you, I like those teams from Trubisky and Howard in the backfield, and that defense, man, is something else.
They're starting to get. They're starting to look like the Bears, the monsters of Midway, right? Finally. They
Smash
have
mouth
defense.
football, running the ball, playing defense,
Yeah.
and obviously the Packers without Rodgers are going to struggle.
Yeah, the Packers look like a completely different team. But I think he has a legitimate bid for MVP. They are a completely different team without Rodgers. Without Rodgers, basically every weakness they have is exposed.
And what's funny is they still have those great receivers in Cobb and Devontae Adams and obviously Jordy Nelson, yet they just can't seem to score points. I think they're averaging less than 15 points a game in the 3 games since he's been out.
Yeah, and really their running game has really kicked in. Anyway, I don't quite think that they have a legit running back today. Montgomery's really a receiver. They turn him into a running back.
Yeah, well, he's a great flex player, right? So he can catch the ball in the backfield, he can run the ball, he's not a true receiver, and they just let go of Martellus Bennett. The Patriots picked him up.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How about that?
So I think you're going to see more targets for Richard Rodgers at tight end for the Packers this week.
Yeah, probably at this point. But I actually do think the Bears are going to beat them.
Spread's 5.5. Do you think they're going to cover?
Yeah. Really? Yeah.
Good for you, man. Some other big games this weekend. We have the Saints at Buffalo. Drew Brees has done quite a job with this team. They've won 6 straight games. They're heading into Orchard Park in Buffalo. It's going to be cold. It's going to be on the grass. Obviously, a dome team like the Saints. How do you think they're going to do in Buffalo?
I think they have a defense finally. I think they finally. They don't have to put 50 points on the board, and there actually will be a game there. I think they're looking really good.
They are.
In so many ways. I think it's great that Adrian Peterson went over to Arizona, but I also think it's great what they've been doing with their running game. Obviously, Peyton, had an idea of what he wanted to do with those running backs.
Ingram and the running backs.
And what's Kamara? What's his name?
Kamara.
Kamara.
He's on fire.
He's really quite amazing. He's a great flex, yeah.
The other big story in the NFL this week, finally, Second Court of Appeals denied Ezekiel Elliott the ability to play this week, so that will start his 6-game suspension. They're heading into Atlanta on the road, no running game, no Ezekiel. Atlanta just hasn't been able to find themselves ever since that crushing Super Bowl loss. I think they've just been in a fog.
So who's going to be the running back? Is it Morris or McFadden?
It'll probably be a combination of two, but I think Alfred Morris will be the main guy.
I think so too. I mean, when he's finally given a chance. How about them Dolphins? Yeah.
Monday night.
I think Alfred Morris is the guy because once he's given the ball 20 times, he comes around.
Yeah, he does. But I don't know what's going on with this Atlanta team. You have a great quarterback in Matt Ryan, the defending MVP of the NFL. One of the best wide receivers in the game with Julio Jones and Freeman in the backfield, and they just can't seem to get their act together.
Yeah, I think also kind of start the defense too.
Oh yeah, very much so.
I mean, which doesn't help them at this point. That's usually they've had a well-rounded team, which I know Cindy thinks that they are completely well-rounded.
I absolutely agree.
Let's wrap up some of the sports. I know Charlie's got some beautiful salad and some food to prepare here. I am going to give the listeners a few plays for the weekend. We're going to take the Buffalo Bills at home against the Saints, plus 3 points. We're going to take Atlanta at home, minus 3 points against Dallas with no Ezekiel Elliott. We're going to take Michigan State, plus the 17 points against Ohio State, just too many points.
17.
Yeah, and finally, on Monday Night Football, we're going to take the Dolphins, plus 9 points against Cincinnati. Good luck, everybody.
Jeffrey with a G on sports. Adrian Zemed on food and fantasy and I don't know what else.
He's really well on sports. Those fantasy teams.
Sports not. So joining us again is Cindy Williams, and Cindy and I have been eating on the show for a few times now. Charlie Brown is joining us with some holiday. I think we need you to sit down, but I know you're working hard here, and so I can ask you what you prepared for us, and we can eat. It's a lunch show.
Well, we have a wonderful fall salad that consists of radicchio, heirloom tomatoes, baby heirloom tomatoes, asparagus, brown butter poached garlic shrimp, bacon. Everybody loves bacon. Balsamic Parmesan vinaigrette. All fresh, easily made at home yourself.
Beautiful.
So you've got a catering business that you're just starting. So if anybody's interested in having a holiday party,
Actually, it's not a catering business. It's a knock on Charlie's door to see what she's cooking.
okay, knock on Charlie's door and see what Charlie's cooking. Standing behind Charlie, my big brother, Al B. Sure.
say happy Veterans Day. Thank you so much to our amazing veterans who have sacrificed to keep us safe here in the homeland. We love you. We love you. Thank you. And we love the veterans even more. My dad was in the Coast Guard. My little sister did a few terms in Afghanistan. So these are blessings that they made it home safely. And for those that didn't make it home safely, we send love and light surrounding your journey ahead, and to the families. I want to make sure that the veterans are acknowledged in every way, shape, or form. We don't have to just wait till Veterans Day to acknowledge the veterans. Can I get an amen?
Amen.
As we'll be back in a couple of minutes, we're going to introduce a couple of indie artists. I think, Heather, are you ready to bring the president, our commander-in-chief on? I think commander-in-chief's going to...
Wow, it's not Chinese.
It's not Chinese
Love
food.
this guy. He's so good. He's so
Knock on Charlie's Door. I think that should be the name of the company. Should be Knock on Charlie's Door. Let's bring you over here.
Yeah, it's good to see you.
Mr. President.
Good to see you. I love John Cagney and Lacey. So good.
Thank you. Thank you for that.
And Mr. President, who do you have with you?
I have Heather Evans, who's a friend. She's tremendous. She's a big supporter of the military. She's really incredible. Really amazing. And this food looks tremendous, you know, but I like hamburgers and fried chickens. This looks green. I don't like anything green.
I'm sure Charlie has some ketchup she could throw on here.
Some ketchup on the salad.
President.
Would be great. Next, where's Vinny at? Bring Vinny on as well. Bring Vinny over here. As we're eating and jamming around. And Mike Clark.
We have both Vinnies.
Mike, you got a camera.
We have both Vinnies.
Vinny's
We
coming
have
up
both
to
Vinnies.
We have Vinny Vinny.
I think we should have Vinny. Vinny's from the Bronx Wanderers. Vinny and Vinny Jr. Little, big and little Vinny, right?
Yes.
Actually, I would like for you guys to sing and do something. If you could work something out with Mike Clark.
Yeah.
Mike, can you get behind the keyboards and work something out with Vinny and Vinny?
How can we possibly follow that amazing choir? You guys are so good. So good.
They're incredible. And all these celebrities, I feel like we're doing the Celebrity Apprentice right now. So maybe we should do a test. Let's all go out and celebrity. We'll do the boys against the girls.
Do you have a question for Cindy?
Do I have a question for
Yeah,
Cindy?
anything, Mr.
Well,
President?
you've done so many amazing things. What is the favorite performance you've ever given, or favorite show, episode, or something like that?
Really? Other than Cagney and Lacey.
Other than Cagney and Lacey, where you were so badass, I have to tell you. You drew that gun, those perps, they just went right down.
It was just a natural thing that just came to me. I guess it would be Laverne and Shirley, because it was so much fun to do and laughter. I mean, it's such a blessing.
And what's this I heard about Jim Morrison?
Oh, well, before I got a job in show business, a professional job, I was a waitress at the Whiskey A Go-Go, and he was my first customer. My first,
Well, tell the whole story.
I can't.
Tell the whole story.
Wearing the leather jeans.
I didn't get past staring at his face.
Was he as good looking as I was?
Yes.
Even more.
A tad better. A tad. Forgive me.
But he's not a billionaire.
No, that's true. That's true. That's true. But he did play golf, didn't he? Anyway, yeah. So it was my first night, and they said, "This is your section," and they gave me the VIP section, and I thought, "Whoa, I lucked out here." Anyway, my first table, I go up. There's two blonde girls, and the gentleman is sitting with his back to me, and the two girls each order Tom Collins. And then,
great guy, by the way, Tom Collins. This guy.
Actually,
and then I said, "And sir, what would you have?" And he turned around, and it was Jim Morrison, and he said, "I'll have a bottle of Jack at the table." And I couldn't even speak, but I went back to the bartender, and I put my ticket up, and he stopped me, and he said, "What is this bottle of Jack?" He said, "Is Morrison in the club?" And I said, "Yes, Jim Morrison is over there." And he said, "Well, you go back and tell him that we don't serve bottles at the table," and he knows perfectly well we don't. And I'll pour him a single, a double, but no bottles. And I said, I can't tell him that. He said, go. So I went back and I said, Mr. Morrison, I'm so sorry, but I can't serve you a bottle of Jack at the table. And I can serve you a single or a double. And he said, is Tony tending bar? And I said, yes. And he said, well, you go back and you tell that so-and-so that I have had a bottle of Jack on my table before, and I expect a bottle of Jack tonight. So I went back, and this went back and forth until I was in tears. And I offered to buy him a double, a couple of doubles. And so...
Wow, that's very generous of you, considering you were the server.
Yes, considering I had no money, but I would have done it. And so anyway, he said, what's your name? And I said, Cindy. And he said, and he took my hand and he said, well, Miss Cindy, we're just joking with you. And I
He didn't say joking.
He said playing with you, and or whatever. And I looked around, and all the waitresses and the management and the bartender were laughing at me, and he looked me.
Wow, Jim Morrison beat Ashton Kutcher, the Pumpkin Beat.
Yes, he did.
Wow, that's a tremendous story. Thank you so much for telling that, Cindy. Wow, I love that.
Vinny Williams at the Whiskey A Go-Go with Jim Morrison. Vinny, ready to do something? I think Vinny's ready to do something. From the Bronx Wanderers, appearing at Bally's.
Why don't you sing like Teenager or If
Yeah.
I Could Dream or something?
Take
Want
your
to dream?
There you go.
Maybe I can do it with the strings on here. Yeah, sure.
Bronx Wanderers nightly.
No, wait a second. Alright, guys.
You want to do that?
It'll be fun. It'll be cool. Maybe I'll need
We're doing a special called Vegas Doesn't Care. You just go to the tables and lose all your money.
Of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand. Tell me why, oh why, oh why won't my dream come true? Oh why there must be peace and understanding sometimes. Strong winter promise that will blow away the doubt and fear. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why, oh why won't that sun appear? Where's the choir? We're lost in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world that's troubled with pain. But as long as a man has the strength to dream, he can redeem his soul and fly. He can fly. Deep in my heart, there's a trembling. Still, I'm sure that the answer is gonna come somehow. Out there in the dark, there's a beckoning candle. Hey, yeah. While I can think, while I can talk, while I can sing, while I can walk. If I can dream, oh please let my dream, let it come true. Whoa, whoa,
good treat. The Bronx Wanderers every night. What? 6 o'clock?
8 o'clock Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday from now. We took Wayne's spot.
And what hotel is it at?
It's at Valley.
Wayne's World. Wayne's World. Excellent.
I can't believe Wayne did all this from Wayne's World. It's incredible.
I know you were looking for the gremlin.
Yes.
The president was looking for the little purple pacer. Sorry.
Yes, yes.
All right, couple of things, couple of notes. Comedian Adam Sandler begins his residency tonight at the Cosmopolitan Hotel in the Chelsea showroom. Adam Sandler fan.
Wow.
If you miss him tonight, you can say, Al did a movie with, what was the name of that movie?
Sandy Webster.
Oh, nice. The new one.
On Netflix, Sandy Ray. Al's in the movie. You can catch him again on November 17th. Rock and Roll Las Vegas Marathon starts Saturday on Sahara and Las Vegas Boulevard with a 5K run followed by the 10K run on Sunday, starting at New York, New York. This year's annual Veterans Parade honors first responders in addition to active duty military, reserves, and veterans on Saturday, downtown Las Vegas. The United States Air Force Thunderbirds and the Red Bull Skydive team headline the Aviation Nation Air and Space Expo on Saturday and Sunday, celebrating the U.S. Air Force's 70th birthday.
70th birthday. Wow, I gotta get them something good.
It's a free
Maybe like
event.
some new jets or something.
a new
They would
airplane.
love that. They would love that.
That's going to be at Nellis Air Force Base.
Right? They would love that.
They have buses from Las Vegas Motor Speedway to the event. Entrance beginning at 9 a.m. Saturday late night for you party people, the Back of the House Brawl. Jeffrey with a G, I know likes that. Feature chef John Courtney and Nicole Brisson competing in a late night competition with 5 secret ingredients. I like that. Food trucks at the Sand Dollar Lounge, one of my favorite spots, on Spring Mountain Road. Free admission. Competition starts at 1 a.m. That's a Saturday.
That's great. I'll be up tweeting. I can swear that.
Tweet a little tweet
Yes,
for me.
a little bit.
Las Vegas favorite Frankie Marino performs his high energy show Saturday night at the Suncoast Hotel in Summerlin. Joe Walsh takes you on a slow ride for 3 nights starting on Thursday at House of Blues at Mandalay Bay.
And there's nothing to do in this town.
And my personal favorite movie of all time, Casablanca, starring Humphrey Bogart and Ingrid Bergman, celebrating its 75th anniversary, returns to the big screen on Sunday at 2 p.m. and 7 p.m. at the Orleans and select theaters.
Wow.
Play it again, Mike. You played it for her. You can play it for me as time goes by.
Jonathan, I thought Bachelor Party was your favorite.
Just looking at you. Bachelor Party. Is that the 75th anniversary that you were at Bachelor Party? TJ Hooker.
I look good for 100.
Grease too. You look like hell, really. You couldn't shave. All right. That's it for the announcements. And I think that's it. I think we've got Al. Yeah, I want to talk to you. Heather, we want to talk about your service. We want to talk about your cleaning service.
Hi, I'm Heather. I just started Brighten Up Cleaning here in Las Vegas, and I'm going to be giving discounts to veterans. My father, yes.
I'm going to have her clean the White House, believe me. This is a beautiful woman. She should better be cleaning.
My father was a veteran. He passed away a couple years ago. He was in the Air Force, so I love the vets, and I wanted to do something in the community, so I cleaned Jonathan's house. But it's called Brighten Up Cleaning, and yeah, I just wanted to let everyone know. Thank you.
Is Jonathan a messy guy?
Right, no.
He's a clean guy. Really? I figured he'd have clothing everywhere and it'd be like a...
Yeah, you got it right.
You got it right? All right.
I'm in the eye of the hurricane, dude. Just like you. Waste management. We have a tour group coming in.
Hello, everybody.
Kaylee, are you ready? Kaylee Foster, Stanley Silverado.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us. Yeah, I wanted to talk to you a little bit about indie artists. I don't know if we can squeeze you in here somewhere.
Right here. Why don't we switch seats?
No, stay where you are. Stay where you are. New singer. We're just going to talk about indie. You're like breathing on his neck.
Al is tremendous.
You know, when you started out in music, how did you get your music heard to begin with? Because now it's a whole different thing. I know you know what's going on in music.
Well, first of all, the entertainment industry must realize that it's truly not built for human beings to be very honest with you. They're expected to be a machine. So, you know, don't worry if it doesn't work out. UPS is hiring. In the words of Biggie Smalls. But you know, partially, I think it's truly, what the young people say nowadays. It's really about your personal grind. It's about you getting out there, presenting your music, because now, if you're not in charge of your social media, you want to be allowed into the future. So very specifically, as it relates to young people, they have all these mechanisms and tools and forums, Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, to create their own following. Nowadays, what people don't realize is the most valuable asset in any business is called database. So whether you're selling t-shirts or you're a performer and you want butts and seats, at a concert. So it's very significant, and some of the young people have really done something extraordinary with taking this new medium, which is not necessarily new anymore, but they've taken it by storm and created their own audience, and then that gets interest from some of the bigger buildings and that with distribution and so on and so forth. And so it's really just about back in the day in the 80s and 90s when I was first signed to Warner Brothers, we would run around the streets with posters and staple them to the walls and run as fast as we can, in the midtown section of New York City to promote our brands, being that there was so much traffic there. So we wanted those, what now the digital networks called eyeballs, but it's significant.
Eyeballs.
Absolutely. And what the most significant part about it is, from the beginning, when we started Uptown Records, when Andre Morell left Def Jam with Russell Simmons, we started a company called Uptown Records, who released, myself, Mary J. Blige, Guy, Jodeci, a number of artists over the years, Heavy D and the Boys, God rest his soul. Just really fun music that was uplifting. That's kind of, and what we were attempting to create was a boutique version of Motown. So it was ironic that I then later became the youngest vice president of Motown because it was my dream. But again, it's all about that dream and following your dream, not setting limits or limitations to, dream it to fruition. That's kind of one of my sayings in our household. And it's just really, now these young people have an opportunity to utilize all the vehicles available to them to uplift their craft. So it's really just about their work ethic. And I'm happy to see that. So I can't, as much as I may not agree with some of the lyrics nowadays and the disrespectful things, because we're from, hey, I was going to say my iPod is here, but my cassette collection and my record collection, my 33s that I still adore, everything from Frank Sinatra to Quincy Jones, Smackwater Jack, Herbie Hancock, Pat Metheny, the Eagles, Journey. So I listened to it, and then I listened to Wu-Tang. So I have an eclectic mix, but at the end of the day, it's all about.
Ghostface Killer, tremendous. Really incredible.
You missed the Wu-Tang Clan? Okay.
They were great guys.
Wu-Tang Clan?
They were very nice.
And great job.
I met them at a charity event in Watts.
RZA and the Boys.
What's great about the guys, they also, people don't realize they do a tremendous amount of work in television and film and story. So they're very talented.
They're very musical. They're very talented.
Well, speaking of talented, we're going to have to let Cindy go because she's got rehearsal to get to.
I'm so sorry I have to leave. What a great collection of fabulous.
Well, the party's going to continue, and we're going to introduce a young talent that's been playing around Las Vegas. Please put your hands together for Kaylee Foster.
You're hungry.
Hi, my name is Kaylee Foster. I'm a local singer-songwriter here in Las Vegas. And this next song is an original tune. It's called Red String. Thank you again to all the veterans who have, put their lives on the line. Happy Veterans Day. Thank you for your service. I appreciate it. Say the gods tie a string, joining two lovers just me, and they get twisted, not even free. But it can never ever break away. This red string ties on my finger, it's collected. just knowing I don't know how today meant so much say loving the distant future. Little do they know, a miracle is happening, a story to unfold. Neither knows how much power single string holds. This red string tied to my finger, connected only yours. Somehow I had to make my only regret is knowing I don't know we are just there. Knowing I don't know. And one of the strings exist. Hearts can get a little broken. Worry not, 'cause one day both will find they are lovers intertwined. This red string tied to my finger is connected only yours. Somehow I had to make when my only regret is knowing you don't know just yet.
Kaylee Foster. Kaylee Foster. Do you have a show coming up?
Yes, I do. Myself and my brothers in Love Satellite are going to be performing at the Sand Dollar December 21st, so catch us all there, the Foster family affair. It's going to be a lot of fun.
With the old man too?
Yes, sir.
Shout out to Ronnie Foster. Kaylee Foster! So we're really impressed with the young talent that's coming out of UNLV and here in Las Vegas. You want this microphone?
Thank you. I'm just going to set up again.
You're going to set up in there? You want me to just get out of the way? How about that? You don't need the microphone. So while we're setting up, I want to thank everyone. Thank Cindy Williams again. Catch Cindy in Menopause the Musical at Harrah's and Bronx Wanderers over at Valley Showroom. And Vinny is still sticking around. Of course, the food was great. And are you guys ready? Ramon is plugging in. Again, catch us on Monday on NBC Sports Radio, 9:20 a.m. Am I in frame still? So again, like us and share us and like us and share us. Vinny, I'm going to see you on the golf course real soon. I'm not getting up at 6:30 in the morning though. Not seeing off at 6:30. The Bronx Wanderers! Love, 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 love to all. Tell me when you're ready.
We're good.
Ramon Phillip, Isabella Ivy.
Oh
Isabel Ivy, Roman Philip. Are you guys giving any dates together?
So we're actually going to be doing a recital like mid-December. All classical music, us too.
Sort of.
Mostly classical.
Mostly classical.
I think the president liked hearing that song.
That was absolutely beautiful. I look forward to finding you online, tweeting about you, and letting the world know how incredibly talented you two kids are. Really. Stunning voice, beautiful music. Really amazing.
And they both perform all over town. Ramon's in 2 or 3 different bands.
It depends on the week how many bands we have.
I want to thank you so much for hanging out with us and performing and sharing your talents with us. And make sure everybody like them on Facebook and social media and catch their live shows. Isabella Ivy, Roman Philip, thank you so much for coming up. We've got one more act where some friends of ours are going to take us on out of here.
Who's coming up next?
Jason Ebbs.
Jason! This guy is so amazing, and his wife. They're such a tremendous couple. They're like a power couple, but they're a power couple of music. They really, really are. You're going to love these two. But, Jonathan, I have to tell you, this wind, not so good. That's
tough on the hair.
It's ruining my hair, so I'm going to make an official presidential proclamation: no more wind in Las Vegas. We're going to get rid of it. It's going to be tremendous. We're going to save so much money with no wind.
How
so
you doing?
Much money.
How you doing, Mr. President?
I'm doing fantastic. It's always great to see you, and you.
Still
You're
Ted
both
Velocity?
tremendous.
Still
So
Ted
much
Velocity,
talent.
Want this mic? Want that mic? Want both mics? That's a better
This one's
mic.
got the good sound. I know sound. No one knows sounds like me.
Again, make sure and tune in on NBC Sports Radio 920 and AM for Vegas Nonstop, our regular show. Yes. And we're ready when you are again.
I'm going to give that to you. Put that in the stand.
I don't know if this is going to fit in here.
No, it may not. See this one? Hey, 1, 2. Hey, 1, 2.
Just a little more volume would be cool.
Perfect.
First of all, happy Veterans Day, all my fellow veterans. Thank you for your service, keeping us safe here, so we can do what we do. So I'm going to play a couple original songs. You want to sing? This first one I wrote on September 12th, as I was processing all the events that unfolded before our eyes, and in tears and everything. And ever since then, it seems to make sense on Veterans Day and any time that we need to be Vegas strong. Anytime humanity does something that shocks me so much that I just don't even know what to do. And that's when I play this song. It's called Bring Back the Time. With our eyes, trying to deny shattered frames of hate, crying for their fate. Why the need to die? Bring back the time when innocence filled our minds. Now all is empty. We feel the price for freedom. Our hearts are bleeding for mankind. Such a sour taste of spirits gone to waste. Our memories remain deep within their pain. We ask why the need to die? Bring back the time
Jason and Janaea, Jet Velocity. Thank you everybody for coming on. Steph, lift the camera up a little bit. If you just lift it up, I want to thank our friend John DiDomenico.
You know, so many amazing things today, but Charlie Brown's food was absolutely fantastic.
Yes.
So incredible. I'm going to give up burgers and fried chicken burgers.
Eat well and party hard. Thank you again to Cindy Williams, the Bronx Wanderers, everybody for coming. Alan and Kathy Gliss, thank you for your love and support. Everybody eat well, party hard, have a great Sunday, great weekend and Veterans Day. Thank you again, all the veterans and everybody that's serving right now and first responders. Take care, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Thank you, guys.